Hello and welcome back to my nail corner. I promise today is the last video this year with the moody music. The happy tunes will be back soon. This is a mani you saw a couple uploads ago, so check that out if you are interested and haven't already seen it. So Virgo and Gem sent me over their new gels, which are HEMA-free. And so this is their gel base up top. We're going to work with a little bit later. You guys know I already love their base, well, their dip liquids in general. So I grabbed my dip base and activator. I have some Poshy decals to work with. And the colors that I just showed you in the packaging still from Virgo and Gem, I'm not going to use today because I had this vision. So I pulled out these powders that I already had from them, but I will pop a picture in here of the swatches of the colors that came over in this package because they're gorgeous and they are recent releases. So I'm going to go ahead and get into my application. I do have peel base on my nails. It is not the new Virgo and Gem peel base. I don't have it yet, but will try it as soon as I get an opportunity. I have heard good things. So if you are a peel base user, let me know what you think if you've tried it. I'd love to hear what your experience has been. And if I get my hands on it soon and give it a try, I will let you know if I have a solid experience with that and can recommend it. So I'm going in with my dip base, and this color is Moonlight. If you hadn't guessed, it's a glow because I love glow, and it feels so fitting for like Halloween themed manis to have something glow in the dark. I mean, I'll do glow in the dark any time of the year, so don't get me wrong, like it's not just a Halloween thing, but Halloween is a great excuse for some glow in the dark nails. So Moonlight is a really pretty white with a gorgeous, like, shimmer, maybe like ultra fine glitter to it. It's beautiful. So if you're into white, if you're into glow, and if you love easy to work with powders, Moonlight is a great one. I've used it before. I reach for it with ease because it's so good. So as you can see, the white applies super smoothly. It's not like chalky. It's just like a really nice smooth powder and super easy to work with. So I'm going to get 2 dips of that on these 2 nails and then cap and clear. We're going to work a little bit later on with some decals, and I always feel silly telling you guys what I'm about to do because if you saw the thumbnail for the video, then you kind of know what's coming. It kind of spoils the surprise a little bit, but anyway, that's just how these things work. We're going to do some sugar nails also, which is like, I think the last time I did a sugar nail was like last fall. So it's been a minute, but I had a message from a subscriber saying like, hey, like I always ask you guys if you have things you want to see, and sugar nails was one of the things that was requested. So the vision I had for this mani just worked perfectly to put in some sugar nails. So stay tuned for that. On a personal note, things are still kind of crazy around here, and to be honest, this is the last pre-recorded video I have. So I am doing this voiceover on Friday to upload this for you guys on Saturday because, it's not straight up Halloween, but it was kind of Halloween themed for me. So I did want to get that up, while Halloween hasn't passed. But if I get time before my next upload day, I will record more manis. I have so much stuff like sitting waiting for me to use, and I'm excited to do it. I'm really looking forward to when life kind of settles back down a little bit and I have that time to sit at my nail desk and just really have that me time. It's really like a great escape. I hope it is for you guys too. I know sometimes when you're like new to dipping or you have challenges with the process, it can be a little bit frustrating at times, but I really hope for all of you that it is what it is for me, and that's just like a really zen time to chill out, be by myself, listen to podcasts. Like I just really I don't shut everybody out. Like a lot of times I'm doing this, my kids are roaming around, they come ask me to open a snack or do whatever, but it's just really like time for me. So this dip powder, you guys, is called Little Black Dress, and it's gorgeous. So it is a black base, and I don't know how to explain it. The camera makes it look like it's got silver glitter. It's not really silver glitter. Like, it looks just like black glitter. I don't know how to explain it. There will be a picture at the end. Hopefully that like captures it. It's still like the light catches these glitters and makes it look silver, but it's really not. So anyway, it's gorgeous. It's called Little Black Dress. If you're into black, like, snag this one because it's gorgeous. And I almost tipped it over, but I didn't. So I was proud of myself. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and apply 2 coats of this to my nail. I'm going to pop back in a little bit with some more thoughts. Okay, so I went ahead and activated all of those nails, and since I had these new gels to play with, I thought it was a good opportunity to show you guys kind of an alternative to clear capping your nails. So I am going in with the gel base. I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to do my gel top and cure that for 60 seconds, just like you would at the end of a mani. And I know it it messes with my mind a little bit to do the finished glossy top coat and then file it. But if you don't have a clear dip powder, if you are a gel user and you do gel liquids instead of dip liquids, then encapsulating in gel base and gel top coat, especially if you're using the gel method. So if you're not using dip liquids, if you're using gel liquids, you don't want to clear encapsulate with dip powder because it doesn't saturate, it doesn't absorb into gel base as much as it does into dip base. So you'll get like a speckly, cloudy looking nail. So if you're using the gel method, you want to encapsulate using gel base and then gel top coat, and then basically you're going to file that top coat smooth, and then you're going to top coat again. So basically I used these gel liquids to encapsulate those black nails because I did not clear dip over them. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that top coat now for 60 seconds and then file and buff off camera. So there's the glossy look, and then the white nails are just activated, and now I've filed and buffed. So now what you're seeing is some silver because I kind of filed a lot, because it wasn't until this point when I dipped into that black dip powder that I decided to do the sugar nails. So I wanted to file into that dip powder a little bit just to give myself a thinner application because I'm going to do another dip on top of it. Does that make sense? If I was doing a sugar nail, generally I might just do one dip as the base. If I'm clear encapsulating, do a clear cap and then file and buff that. You don't really want a big thick base of dip powder and then do another dip on top of that for the sugar nail. So hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, so what you're seeing now on the nails is that you're seeing silver because I did file into those glitters. Okay, so now water slides. I've done them before, but I will talk you guys through it again because if you're new here, you haven't heard me talk about it before. So these are from Poshy Nail Designs. I will link everything in the description box. Any referral codes, discount codes, all that stuff can always be found in the description box, so feel free to check that out. You want to go ahead and cut out the decal you want to use, decide which nail you want it on, how it'll fit, all that jazz. And then you're going to want to go ahead and put that into water. So I have a jelly stamper out, and I just took the lid and put water in it, and then I'm just popping the decal in there. So while that is soaking in the water, I'm going to go ahead and apply gel base to my nail. So if you are not a gel user, then this method won't work for you, but you can get a sticky nail polish base. Maniology sells one. So if you're not a gel user, again, this isn't how you want to go about it. But if you are sensitive to HEMA, then these are great gels because they are HEMA-free. So I am applying a thin layer of gel base to the nail that I'm going to apply the decal to, and then I'm going to go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds. What that is going to do is give me kind of a sticky layer on the surface of the dip powder. So when you're placing your decal, it's going to have like a tacky layer underneath that's just going to help hold it in place. You know, kind of like a sticker would have a sticky back to it. Instead, you're putting the sticky surface on your dip powder. Does that make sense? So the decals themselves are not adhesive. They're not stickers. So you're giving, like I said, that sticky surface to your nail. Oh my goodness, I was just interrupted by a child who desperately needed a snack. This is the mom life. Anyway, so I went ahead and took that decal out of the water. I placed it on my jelly stamper, and now I'm just taking a piece of paper towel and dabbing off any excess water that is on there. So you want it nice and dry so that it doesn't have any water between the decal and your nail. So a jelly stamper is a great way to apply a water slide because you can see straight through the jelly stamper and where you're placing it. And then the silicone you can just kind of smush that decal onto your nail so it applies nice and flat, because obviously like your nail is typically curved. So that's like a really nice way to kind of smush it down. I also have a makeup sponge, and I just dab it in water. It kind of helps rehydrate that water slide. A water slide decal, if you haven't worked with it before, they kind of feel like tissue paper when they're dried out. So they're real fragile. So you want to be gentle. And like I said, the little bit of moisture on the sponge just kind of moisturizes that decal and just helps it be more pliable. Does that make sense? And you don't want to like, I'm being incredibly gentle here. It's hard to tell on camera, but you don't want to like rub it because you can just destroy it on your nail. So be gentle, but you can kind of smush it down into place to get all the wrinkles out. So that's what we have there. I went ahead and did the other nail off camera. And now we're going to get into the sugar nails in a second here. I am applying gel base to those black nails because we're going to sugar nail and I want that to stick well. So same as I would usually apply gel base and then gel top coat to finish off a mani. In this instance, I'm going to do gel base, cure for 30 seconds, and then we're going to do gel top and the sugar nail. So hopefully that didn't confuse everybody. So I've already got my dip down, my gel base on top. Now I am applying gel top coat. So you're going to apply your gel top coat to the nail, and then it's up to you how you want to apply it, depending on what you're using to do the sugar nail. This one I did pour over, and a lot of times that's the way to go with gel liquids because that gel is not stuck in place until you cure it. You know what I mean? So if you dip, you can move that gel around on your nail. Like it's not going to dry a little bit like dip base. It's going to stay liquid and pliable until you cure it. So pouring over a lot of times is the best method for this. If you use a cupcake liner like this, you could very gently lay your nail upside down, which I did do for the other nails just to like, for the sake of experimentation, and it worked totally fine. Nothing moved around. You just want to be gentle. Don't like forcefully put your finger into the dip powder because you can kind of mess up your shape that way, if that makes sense. So once you have your dip on, you want to cure for 60 seconds. When you're using a dark color like this, you can even go at it longer. So after that, you're done. You've got your sugar nail. So I went ahead and did the other nails off camera because it's just repetitive, but that's it. That dip powder is stuck in place. Now, if you're not into textures, sugar nails are not going to be for you because they do feel rough, kind of like sandpapery. But look how pretty. I love it. So Candi Skincare Cuticle Candy to hydrate my cuticles, and here is a look at the glow. How cool did that turn out? I loved it. I loved it so much. It felt like chic and glam, and I was really digging the sugar nails. Aren't they pretty? And again, think black glitter, not silver. Anyway, thanks for joining me, you guys, and I will see you in the next vid. Bye now.